Yo, back on another video doing a Multiversus review. Uh, just because it needs to be done. First, this is not as good as the beta, straight up. Multiversus official release is not as good as the beta. Um, it has a lot of problems, especially the internet. The internet is probably the worst thing about Multiversus. For a lot of people in the community, it doesn't work. I've never had the Ice Depot. Like you can play games, but you'll be lagging all the time, even if you're wired. Like I was doing research, and yeah, a big part of Multiversus players, like a huge part, can't play the game because of how laggy it is. They're wired. They have good connection. The partner has good connection. What happened? But it just I don't know. Hopefully they fix that very soon. I even experienced it myself. It doesn't work. But the biggest problem with Multiverses is that it's not the beta. This is not the same thing as the beta. And it's just to show you that everyone thought that just because they're Warner Bros characters that wouldn't matter. That people would play, wouldn't complain. But it turns out that having Jason and Agent Smith in the game and Joker don't make for a good game. People still got to play the game. There's no point of having Jason if the game isn't functional. Here we go. And I was looking back at the beta of Multiverses, and yeah, it turns out that in the beta there was so much more for people who didn't put money into the game. And I get it. Some people might be like, it's a free to play game. They have to make their money. So they got rid of that. But the point to that is, why would you even show that concept in the beta? Why are the things that are in the beta? This should just be a better version of the beta. And because everyone loved Multiverses. Nobody had a problem with Multiverses. The only problem the beta had with Multiverses is that they stopped taking care of it because it was a beta. So obviously they're not supposed to put money into it. But no one literally had a problem with the beta. The internet was not as good in the beta, but it was better then than it is now. And I like the battle pass here. The battle pass here is better. But that's one thing Multiverses did in the beta. If you didn't put one single dollar in the beta, you would still get good stuff. You would get skins. You would get a lot of, you would get skins. You would get voice what's it called? Voice announcers. And some people might be like, why is that important? This is a fighting game. If you lose 10 times in a row, like in a battle royale, you can lose and get off for the day. I play Fortnite. I only play like one match like a day, or one match like every 3 days. A lot of people do. But in a fighting game, you're not playing one match. You're probably playing like 10. And if you're losing 10 times in a row, which is going to start happening, once people get good, once people start learning things that you don't know how to do, if you're losing 10 times in a row, why are you playing the game? It's not like a battle royale where you just have millions of people playing it. Not millions, but you know what I mean. So many people playing at all times. This is a game that if you're bad, you're not going to want to play. But if you keep losing 10 times in a row, like the beta, guess what? You would still get stuff. You would lose 10 times in a row, and then you would get a cool skin, which would keep you playing. Now, if you lose 10 times in a row, you just lost 10 times in a row. You didn't earn anything. You didn't have fun. There's no, what's it called? There's no penalty for people who don't play the game. That's another huge thing Multiverses needs to fix, because for a game that's 2v2 based, there's a lot of people who, I don't know if they're auto queuing matches. They're queuing a match and then leaving their controller. But there's so many times where you play with randoms and the character doesn't move. So now you got to fall off the map or you got to kick them off. You also have the thing in when you're logging up to queue. Not queue, but rematch. If you press rematch, you have to wait for everybody in the lobby to also do it. meaning if you press rematch and no one else does, you have to sit there for like 15 seconds before you can leave. All they really need to do in that situation is just add a B button. Let me back out. If I press rematch and no one else has accepted rematches, but they're not leaving, just let me leave the game. And no one wants to rematch. But in that situation, you just have to sit there for 15 seconds. And it is 15 seconds. It's pretty long that you got to sit there. And there's a lot of quality of life too. Quality of life this game is missing. For instance, in the beta, when you would play a game and you would lose or win, you would get how much damage, how much knockout, and how many times you died. That was one of the best things I think Multiversus needs to bring that back. And I think they removed it because maybe it was being too toxic. Maybe it was bringing problems in the community. But when you lose in this game, how are you going to improve? How are you going to improve? How do you know how much damage you really did? How do you know who lost? How do you know, like, in the beta, if you lost, but you had high damage, you had low kills, you know you did your part, so you felt good. But now it's like, now you lose in this game, and now there's no telling what you did. You just lost. There's no telling if you did a good job or a bad job. I don't know why they removed that. It was something that didn't need removed. The community didn't complain about that. They also changed the perk system, which was, first of all, changing the perk system was idiotic. I don't even think it was like a good move at all. I think it's a bad move. The perk system in the beta was, let's see, this is the game. This is full release of the game right now. It's taking a long time to load. This is a pre-recorded video, but you just got to sit here until it loads. But in the beta, you can equip any perk you wanted. There was not a limit, or there was not a thing where you could only select a few perks. You could just choose out of 100 perks. Doesn't matter if it worked or didn't work or wasn't smart. You could just select it. But now the game removed, like, there's so many perks that I remember are in the beta that's not here. They're not on any characters. They're just gone. And this is what I'm talking about. Right here, the game lagged. So I have to sit here until this whole yellow bar, you can't see because I'm covering it. We have to sit here until this whole yellow bar fills. This whole time I'm sitting here, I cannot leave unless I close the game. And that's because the game lagged or someone rage quit. I don't know what's going on. But I just have to sit here until the bar is finished. And that's another thing. And the thing is Multiverse a good game? Yes, I think Multiversus has the roots and the potential to literally be a good game. One, it has Warner Bros. Characters. So, you know, you got your Harry Potters, the Lord of the Rings, the Iron Mans, the Matrix characters, Cartoon Network. So you got the characters. If they drop, like, people are like, I'm not going to play Multiversus. But if they come out with fucking Harry Potter or if they come out with Aragon, you're going to check it out. You're going to check it out. Especially if the character's free and all you got to do is play the game to get them. You're going to check it out. Most people will. All it takes is that one character for you to be like, oh, let me check him out. I haven't visited Multiverse in a while. So the game will be fine, but will it live up to what it could be? Probably not. The state the game is in is pretty bad. And I mean horrible. It doesn't work. It just doesn't work, and there's a lot of things that are gone. There's the beta had special matches. Like, I remember during Christmas, the beta came out during Christmas. Or it was around during Christmas, I think. But I know for a fact there was a snowball event. And you can just throw snowballs at each other. They had free for all. I revisited. I watched a video of it and I revisited it of my gameplay. They had like this on Halloween, they had like candy corns. And you can literally get candy corns. All you had to do was log in and play the game. Completely free. They had candy corns you can get if you play the game. And you can literally get cool skins. The ugly sweater skins that they had in the beta, they are now locked behind walls. And I hate to say it, but this feels like, damn, I got washed. This feels like the devs, not the devs, but it feels like Warner Bros. Took advantage of how big Multiversus was. And I really think that's all it comes down to, is that they said, hey, look, millions of people are interested in Multiversus. Millions of people want it. We're breaking records. Most played fighting game of all time on launch at Steam. People are buying battle passes. People are buying skins. People are making videos. People are running tournaments. We're at Evo. So many people are competing in Evo. This feels like they looked at all this and said, well, then if they love the game so bad, then they'll deal with anything. If they love the game so bad, now they'll pay for the skins that they love because they love the game. And that's not the part. Multiversus was a good game, but Multiversus was a good game during the beta because of everything plus the gameplay. Everything like logging in and getting an ugly sweater skin. I got an ugly sweater skin for I don't even know what's his name. Superman. I got an ugly sweater skin for Superman, completely free. Completely free. That was a good moment. I was like, oh, this is an alternate skin. And there's certain things in this game that's like, if you don't put money into it, why are you playing this game? Because in this game you're gonna lose 10 times in a row. So it's like, what are you playing for? And it's like they can't even. There's simple things that this game I think should have. You should be able to change the color of your character. There should be literally a color variant. A Multiversus, if you play a certain character, you will. It's this progression bar you got, but there's nothing on there valuable. It's just perk coins, which is stupid too. There are perk coins and there's what's it called? Fighter coins to unlock fighters. That's fair. But there should be a skin at every character's last upgradable. And that should reset every season. Every season there should just be a skin on every character. And that will just get people to play. So now you reset the grinding and there's a reason to play your character. It doesn't have to be Jason Voorhees on fire. It doesn't have to be LeBron James metal suit. It doesn't need to be something that should be in the battle pass. But Jason Voorhees Lake version, Jake from Adventure Time. Maybe he can have something. I don't know. He could wear I'm trying to think. I don't know. He could be a mailman. You can have confident Shaggy. There's certain Batman can literally just have a suit. You can have a suit Batman. There doesn't need to be anything crazy. But they had these things in the beta. In the beta, they had these things. And it's the truth is Multiversus is a worse version of the beta. This feels like the beta. This feels like, hey, this feels like this needs work. The beta needed work, but it didn't need work to the point that it was considered bad. This is considered bad. And I'm not the one. If you look at the community of Multiversus, a lot of people have problems with it. This is considered bad. The internet is completely worse. You're getting booted out of games for no reason. For no reason. You're lagging. Like, you can literally play the game and you'll teleport off the map. It feels like you got to put your controller down once the game starts lagging because you're going to teleport off the map. There's no rank system, which they said was going to be in the beta, but there's no rank system in the official release of a fighting game, which is honestly stupid. There's no other way to put it. Not having not having a rank system in a fighting game day one is like, it's unacceptable. It's unacceptable. There's no other way to put it. A fighting game, a shooter game, any competitive game, any PvP game needs to have ranked day one. Because that's how you get the best competition. That's how you get people who are not rage quitting every match. That's how you get people with the good internet. But now we're playing people of all skill levels. You don't know if your teammate is going to be on his controller. You don't know if your teammate is going to have the first time playing. You don't know if you're even, like, for people who don't play Multiversus and this is their first time, you're getting matched up with people not on your skill level. You're getting matched up with people who are in the beta. But if they had a rank system, you can play with people on your skill level. And that's another thing. The way Multiversus is designed, the official release, do we believe that they'll have ranked rewards? Do we believe that if you reach a certain rank, you get a skin for your character? Or you get something? Or is it just going to be another grind? And that's the problem. I wouldn't have a problem with Multiversus not having free stuff if they didn't do that in the beta. In the beta, they should have never did what they did in the beta. To put it frank. In the beta, they spoiled us. It was too good to be true, type of thing. And now it's turned out it was too good to be true. There's no free skins. There's nothing. The only way you literally can get a skin for your character is if you put in money. You can't even get a full color variant. You can't even turn your character a different color unless you put in money. It's something simple as that. And I think that's very bad. Every game needs to reward you for playing. It's just that simple. And people may be like, it is free to play, so the game will be fine. But they should have just never done that to begin with. And is Multiversus, I guess I'll end it off. What would I give Multiversus official release launch? I give Multiversus, I give it a 6. I give it a 6 with the potential to be a high 8. A high 8. And what does Smash, why is Smash so successful more than Multiversus? Because let's be real, Smash characters and Warner Bros. Characters are literally on the same level. You got Mario, you got Batman, you got Zelda, you got, well, who else? Tom and Jerry. They have their characters. The Smash Bros. Is famous. They have their characters. You got Jason Voorhees, you got not Pokemon, but you got the characters that Warner Bros. Got characters they can add in. Gandalf, Sauron, all them, Harry Potter. So it's like, what makes Smash so successful? Plus, it costs. It works. The biggest reason Smash is good is because it works. Smash works. If I wanted to play Smash right now, there's no lag holding me back. And that's also a crazy thing, is that Smash isn't free. Smash doesn't have anything free. So you would think Multiversus has an advantage, which it should. And you might be like, well, Smash has better gameplay. That's completely opinionated. I think Smash does have better gameplay. The reason Smash has better gameplay is because Multiversus really isn't, how would you put it? It's not really a tactical fighting game. This game is lagging. This is not me. This is not the video you're seeing. This is literally the game lagging. This is worse than the beta. I've never had this much problems in the beta. I don't know if their servers are overfilled or whatever, but this is bad. This is bad. The moment someone bounces off of something in this game, it lags. Heavy. I might start playing 1v1, but Smash works. Smash works. That's just the gist of it. And it's always has worked. And is Smash competing with Multiversus? No. A lot of people are like, Smash is competing with Multiversus. It's not. It's competing with Brawlhalla. Like, this is a free-to-play game. Free-to-play games only compete with other free-to-play games in their genre. Like, Smash is fine, but Multiversus is always going to have players. From now until the end of its life, Multiversus is always going to have players. Smash doesn't have players until it gets a re-release. That's not knocking Smash. That's just the truth. But this game needs a lot of fixing. That's just the gist of it. The state it's in now, it's a 5 out of 10. I really hope, because the beta was amazing. If you go back and look at my older videos, I was having a blast on the beta. Just so much fun. I had no problems with it. No problems. The only problem the beta had was that it stopped. You were made to think it was official release, the beta. So you were like, oh, why aren't they taking care of the game? Just to find out that they were leaving. But that's all. And peace. I'm gonna see you next video, and goodbye.